Welcome back to Birch Run Wellness. We're here today again with our master grower and horticulturalist, Nate Barnett.
Yep.
And we wanted to tell everybody we had a great segment of classes.
Yeah, went really good. We had a pretty good turnout, and I think everybody was really happy with what they took away. Yeah. I feel like everybody kind of got not necessarily more than they were thinking they would get, but everything that they were hoping they'd get out of it. A firm grasp of the fundamentals and just kind of some confidence to move forward with something they might have been holding off on because they weren't exactly sure of themselves. So I think it went really well for our first group.
Yeah, it went excellent. I got to talk to a few of the people that took the course, I guess, and they were very satisfied with what they learned that day. And I kind of got to sit in and listen a little bit, and it's just amazing the things that we think we know, but we actually don't know about growing.
Absolutely.
I've been growing for 12 years now, and even if you have skills and you've been doing it, it's good to learn the science behind it.
Well, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm not trying to tell anybody that they don't know what they're doing or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to offer a different perspective. Maybe you can use bits and pieces of what I teach, and some of it you might not have any use for. It's just kind of to let what I know out so that people can actually use it, benefit from it. I mean, it's getting pretty mainstream now. As far as people going to their grow shops and getting the equipment, and it's just the confidence to know exactly what you're doing with that, and to move forward and kind of get what you're looking for out of your end product. That's kind of the long game. You want to gear up so that before you run into a problem how you're going to handle that problem.
Absolutely. And that's what's what happened with so many of us. I never took any grow classes. I actually had to learn by trial and error, and we can save you so much time and money and effort, and just cut to the chase, and before you run into these problems, we can address them and let you know what to look for. As far as molds and mildews and bugs, and I mean so many different things that you're going to run into when you're trying to grow cannabis or food.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of people who kind of learned during this process, learned in the growing process. I got lucky enough that I went to school for this before I ever knew that I was going to work with hemp or cannabis or even grow my own garden. It was just kind of like the classical training in greenhouse propagation, things like that. So I had kind of a outside knowledge of the industry as a whole to bring into this industry, which everybody knows is kind of different. There's been so many different ways that it's branched off, whether it's hemp for fiber, hemp for flour, people growing cannabis for medical, growing your own food at home. So it's kind of come full circle to where now I get to fully engage with what I went to school for.
Well, that's awesome. That's what everybody loves to do is make a living doing what you love. You know what I mean? It's not like working at all. So what we've got some new classes coming up. We got our next round of classes.
Looking at Tuesday, October 13th from 5 to 7 p.m., Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m., that Thursday the 15th, and then that Saturday, October 17th, we're going to do a 12 to 2 p.m., so it gives kind of everybody...
Afternoon class.
So
awesome. 2
evening classes during the week, an afternoon class on the weekend. Same kind of format as before. It's going to be a 2-hour block. The first hour and a half to hour and 40 are going to be lecture time, note-taking, that sort of thing, and then if you have any questions before you even come into the class, make sure you have a list. At the end, we're going to do a question and answer. Nice. Everybody's going to leave the class with a grow journal. It's a really cool journal to keep track of exactly every detail of your grow.
And a T-shirt, right?
And a T-shirt.
So you get a T-shirt. So
now the grow journal is with Class 1.
Yes.
The Class 2 gift is still kind of a secret, and Class 3 gift is going to get even better.
Okay.
So we got a little plan for moving forward too. So you don't get the same thing for every class. But,
that's awesome.
But we're really excited about it. Like I said, first class went really well. We seem to have people really satisfied with what they got out of it, and hopefully we keep right on moving with Class 2 and Class 3. So.
For sure. So we got a new schedule, and we're going to work into eventually you'll be able to take any one of these classes on a Tuesday night, a Thursday night, or a Saturday afternoon. So they're going to alternate as we go. So we're going to continue with these 3 classes throughout the year, and it's just going to get better from there. We have talk about a tech training facility, like a hands-on, and so we're going to be working on that program also.
We already do have the ability to do a little bit of hands-on here. Obviously some of the things weren't we're not trying to do anything that's going to get anybody in trouble, but we have a setup to where we can show you how a cloner works, how to take clones, things like that. So there is some hands-on in these courses for what we're able to do as far as hands-on goes. But yeah, moving forward for tech training, it's going to get a lot more hands-on and very detail focused.
So it's definitely worth it. You can learn how to grow your medicine. You can learn how to grow your food. It's the same concept.
Absolutely.
You know? And then you can just if you're interested in getting into the business in the future, into the industry, this is a place you can come to at least find out whether or not you want to become a grower, or get involved in growing.
Well, and anybody can go look up the lingo and do all this stuff, but by the end of at least these three courses, if not the tech training course, because that's gonna kind of be the end goal. But as far as these courses moving forward, by the time you get to the end of them, not only will you know kind of how to communicate in the industry, but you'll know why you're communicating that way. You'll know the terminology. You'll know what it means when you're using it. You'll know, any of that sort of thing that's going to get you further in the industry. Just jumping off, we'll make sure you're confident in all that stuff. So,
well, it's some exciting times up here at Birch Run Wellness Center. Come on up, sign up for your classes. Nate's here. He's here 5 days a week, so you can call and see if he's here. If you have some questions you want to ask him, we can always get a hold of him. If he's not here.
Another thing I was gonna mention too is we have a sort of a invite-only Facebook forum. So once you take the class, you'll have a direct line to myself, to anybody up here. Questions that you might not be able to call up and ask, you can kind of send us pictures, that sort of thing too. So the classes gain you access to that open forum that like I said, gives you direct access to us to ask questions. So
this is continued education, continued help even after the classes. So United We Stand, Birch Run Wellness Center, Mid-Michigan Hemp Company. We're here to help. We're here for the people, the community, and we thank everybody. Thank Nate Barnett for being our master grower and spending all that time to learn what he knows.
Absolutely.
And the skill that he's had from experience.
Sure. And well, here's to hoping everybody comes up to see us, and anybody that needs some help, reach out. We're more than happy to help you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.